Imagine a world where trade routes connected continents and ideas flowed as freely as goods. In South and Southeast Asia, from 1200 to 1450, powerful new empires rose from the foundations of ancient kingdoms. This was an era of incredible cultural exchange, religious change, and political upheaval that would forever reshape the map. Our journey begins in South Asia, where the arrival of new forces from the north fundamentally altered the political landscape. We will explore the rise of the Delhi Sultanate and its impact, before moving east to the great maritime empires of Southeast Asia and the cultural wonders they created. The Delhi Sultanate was a series of 5 dynasties that ruled over large parts of the Indian subcontinent. Founded by invaders from Central Asia, these Muslim rulers established control over a predominantly Hindu population, leading to new forms of political and social organization. The Sultanate's rule was marked by a complex mix of conflict and cultural synthesis. Islamic traditions in law, administration, and architecture were introduced, but they often blended with existing Indian practices, creating a unique new Indo-Islamic culture. In response to the spread of Islam, a new devotional movement within Hinduism gained prominence. The Bhakti movement emphasized a direct, personal relationship with a deity, transcending caste and social divisions. This religious revivalism often coexisted with and influenced Islamic Sufi practices. At the same time, Islamic Sufism, a mystical branch of Islam, also found a receptive audience. Sufi teachers, known for their tolerance and spiritual teachings, played a key role in the spread of Islam throughout the subcontinent, often through peaceful means and local cultural adaptation. In the south of the subcontinent, the Vijayanagara Empire emerged as a powerful Hindu state. It served as a bastion of Hindu culture and power, resisting the spread of the Delhi Sultanate's influence and fostering a rich tradition of art and architecture. The Vijayanagara Empire was a highly centralized state. Rulers maintained their power through military strength and a complex administrative system. They controlled vast territories and levied taxes, which funded the construction of massive public works and religious structures. Vijayanagara was a hub of international trade. Merchants from across the Indian Ocean visited its ports, exchanging spices, textiles, and other goods. This economic prosperity fueled the empire's power and allowed for the patronage of arts and religion. As we move from South Asia, we shift our focus to the maritime kingdoms of Southeast Asia. Here, powerful states built their empires not on land, but on the control of vital sea lanes, becoming the crossroads of trade between India and China. The Srivijaya Empire, though in decline during this period, laid the foundation for later maritime powers. Located on the island of Sumatra, it controlled the Strait of Malacca, a crucial choke point for trade, and was a major center for Buddhist learning. In mainland Southeast Asia, the Khmer Empire reached its peak. Its rulers built the monumental temple complex of Angkor Wat, a breathtaking example of Hindu architecture that later was adapted for Buddhist worship. It was a center of both political and religious power. Angkor Wat began as a dedication to the Hindu god Vishnu, but over time, it was converted to a Buddhist temple. This transformation reflects the broader shift in the region as Buddhism became the dominant religion, often coexisting with local spiritual beliefs. Following the decline of Srivijaya, a new maritime empire, Majapahit, rose on the island of Java. It consolidated control over the spice trade and became a powerful naval force, extending its influence over much of the Indonesian archipelago. The Majapahit Empire's wealth was built on its control of the highly profitable spice trade. They controlled access to cloves, nutmeg, and other valuable spices from the Spice Islands, making them key players in the global trade network. Islam began to spread into Southeast Asia through trade networks, primarily through the peaceful work of Sufi merchants and scholars. It did not replace existing beliefs, but often blended with them, a process known as syncretism. While in decline during this period, the magnificent temple of Borobudur on Java serves as a testament to the strong Buddhist traditions in Southeast Asia. This massive stupa, with its intricate carvings, represents the journey to enlightenment. The success of Indian Ocean trade was entirely dependent on the seasonal monsoon winds. Sailors used the winds to travel east in the summer and west in the winter. This natural pattern dictated the rhythm of commerce and cultural exchange. Merchants were the true agents of change in this era. They not only transported goods but also carried new ideas, technologies, and religious beliefs. Arab, Persian, Chinese, and Indian merchants formed a diverse network of exchange. While Islam was spreading, Hinduism also continued its influence, especially in mainland Southeast Asia. The architectural style of the Khmer Empire and the art of the Majapahit Empire are rich with Hindu mythology and iconography. Buddhism, particularly the Theravada school, became the dominant religion in many parts of mainland Southeast Asia, including modern-day Thailand and Cambodia. It was often supported by rulers and integrated into state ceremonies. The art and architecture of this period serve as invaluable historical documents. The intricate carvings on temples tell stories of daily life, political events, and religious beliefs, providing a window into the past. Agriculture remained the foundation of these societies. Empires like the Khmer built vast irrigation systems to support a growing population and produce surplus food, particularly rice. The control of water was key to their power. By the late 14th century, the Delhi Sultanate faced internal rebellions and external threats. The invasion of Timur in 1398 dealt a devastating blow, leading to the fragmentation of the Sultanate and the rise of new regional powers. With the weakening of the Delhi Sultanate, several new, smaller kingdoms emerged across the subcontinent. This period of fragmentation set the stage for later political developments and the eventual arrival of the Mughal Empire. The Khmer Empire also began to decline. Factors such as environmental problems, costly construction projects, and conflicts with neighboring kingdoms contributed to its eventual fall, leaving Angkor to be reclaimed by the jungle. Despite the political changes, the legacy of this era's trade and religious exchange continued. Islam was now firmly established in Southeast Asia, and the cultural synthesis that occurred across the region left a permanent mark on its history. From the vibrant courts of Delhi to the monumental temples of Angkor, South and Southeast Asia from 1200 to 1450 were not isolated regions. They were a nexus of global networks, where local traditions met new ideas, shaping a new era in world history. So let's review our key takeaways. The Delhi Sultanate brought Islamic rule to India. The Vijayanagara Empire served as a Hindu stronghold. The Khmer and Majapahit empires controlled vital sea trade. And finally, religion, particularly Islam, spread through trade and cultural syncretism, creating new cultural identities across the region. Thank you for joining us on this journey through one of the most dynamic periods in world history. We hope this has provided a clear understanding of the developments in South and Southeast Asia. If you want to see more content like this and support our mission to make history accessible, please consider supporting us on Patreon.